I wanted to come over here to Fae to try out the new feature that we have because they've introduced an update last night. I did a video on YouTube about it. We can go through Fae Meander and through pillars at a 10 times speed. It says fast forward, but it's a 10 times speed, but you can't do 10 times speed on Fae for a couple boss fights. For the spider boss fight and for, well, the two main boss fights that we have here. We have that little mushroom spider kind of thing, and then we have Ravatrix, which is the one that puts up all the poisons that we had last season. So those two encounters will not have that fast forward feature because they said those encounters are kind of difficult, so they want to keep them slow so people can tell what's going on, right? And then we have it in the pillars as well, which is great. So this is my main account. We'll knock this out on my main account and see if it's gotten hard or not. If it's not hard, we're just going to go through this really quick. It's nice. It's a really nice addition. It's extremely cool that they've added this in, so that we can get through something like this easier, because a lot of times what you'll do is you'll get stronger and stronger. A week will go by and you haven't been in Fae Meander, and then you'll go back in here and you kind of want to just knock out some floors and go really quick through it. Now you can. Now you can go back and just like last season, I waited to go through Fae until like the last 2 weeks. And it takes a long time because you have to go from battle to battle, floor to floor. Now it will be much quicker. Why didn't they add it to Vortex? They said that they're going to add it to Vortex, and I missed this. Or at least some of the content creators said that that's what it said in the in-game message here. Let's check it out. Okay, let's see what we've got. In-game message. Is it here in the message board or mailbox? Multiple stamina to obtain corresponding multiples of rewards after completing a dungeon. Auto raid. Multiplicative challenge. Fast forward feature. 10 times speed. The battles against bosses like the Fungal Spore Mother and Fae Meander, for example, is such a highly challenging thing that they've turned it off for that, for just those two battles. Where did it say it was coming for? Somewhere somebody said it's coming for the Vortex boss very soon. It'll be enabled for that. Okay, that's not here. Let's check the mailbox. Is it here somewhere? I'm trying to like speed read through it so I don't have to read all of it. And I might miss it. Gradually accelerates. Okay, that's the same that we read earlier, just a minute ago. As for other gameplay modes, such as daily challenges like Temporal Vortex and weekly challenges, Once Upon a Tales, and the late season challenge, Otherworld Exploration, is underway. So the feature is underway. The burden alleviation feature is underway. Please stay tuned for further updates. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't added in the Temporal Vortex right away either, and 3v3 Arena. I would love to see it in 3v3 Arena, but it's coming, right? At least it's in. It's in right now. We can take advantage of it, so you know it's going to come to other features, other game modes. I'm not too worried about it. It will come. Yo, look, game, what's happening? Mosma, good to see you, buddy. Yo, what's going on, Waco? Is that Waco 90, 80? Yeah, it's coming to other game modes, so I'm excited about that. I would definitely love to see it in Vortex, and I'm pretty sure since everybody wants to see it in Vortex, that will be the next game mode they'll add it to. Okay, let's see it here, though. I don't know what this team's all about going through Fae. What do we got? We got a tank here to slow them down, pull them in, group them up, take out their ultimate, heal herself when she does damage. This girl does so many things. Decrease attack to them too. She's amazing. Then we got our big healer. We've got some heals here with some AoE damage, and AoE hitting the whole board, right? All right, here it goes fast. Oh, it's already on fast. That's definitely 10 times speed. Our guys are trucking. Now, if you're dying, obviously you'd want to slow it down because I can't tell what's going on. I saw some zombies in the back for a minute. Some other crazy stuff going on, but you can't really... Right? You just do this until you get beat, and then once you're beat, you got to change up your strategy. Slow it down to a 2x speed. Let's get some audio in here. I wonder what it sounds like. Okay, I can hear audio now. I wonder what it sounds like when we're going 10x speed with audio. Yeah, 10 times, man. Rocket, what's up? Welcome back. Okay, I don't want to make it too loud. I don't want you guys to hear it through the game and then also through my mic. Can you? Surprisingly, it sounds normal. Just kind of the drums of the background music going on. Man, it's fast. I wonder if we should cap our frame rate at 30 for that, if it'd make a difference. I talked about that in my video yesterday, if you missed it. Talking about this update they had, that if you're trying to play other games while you're playing this or trying to do other things on your computer, cap your frame rate at 30 and you'll have no issues. And you just come down here to display, go to 30, and come back out. Because when I was in there doing that 10 times speed, my frame rate was at 235, 240. And if I was trying to do other stuff like play another game or trying to do anything kind of intense on my computer, it would cause it issues. It would slow down all this kind of stuff. It would slow down Dragonheir too. You'd see it start glitching, so just go over there and put it at 30. So we're at 30 right now. I can see, since I'm playing on Steam, there's a frame per second counter that you can put at the top left. It doesn't show to you guys. I've got my cursor. It's like right above my head. But I can see 29 frames per second, 39 frames per second. It keeps jumping back and forth between those two. Yeah, it actually makes 10 times speed a lot more manageable to see too. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. Slowing down the frame rate a little bit? I guess not. Once it gets crazy, it's the same, right? But I promise you'll at least be able to do other stuff on your computer, especially if your computer's not like really high end. You hate the new tickets that we have to use for it? Well, it depends on how we get those tickets. We got those tickets pretty easy so far, right? See right here, we got 30 of them from this challenge, and it was the very first reward. So that's pretty easy. I mean, I don't think anybody has a problem completing all of these kind of challenges because we get so much bread from it and we get really juicy, good rewards. We need all these to level up our elemental advantage, to level up our artifacts, to get legendary, the gold dice. We need it for events if there's an event going on. So nobody has a problem doing these kind of events and completing them, even as free to play. But I haven't seen any more yet. So I have a feeling we're going to knock out the 60 we have already. Well, we don't take any when we do it here. That's what's cool about it. Like doing the 10 times speed fast forward feature, we don't use any kind of, we don't consume anything for that. So that's always available in Fae, always available in Pillars. And then once they add it to Vortex, it'll be there for us. So we don't have to worry about it going away. So that's great. You got 90? Did I miss an event? I only had 60. There's no way I missed an event. Let's check the hard challenge. And these hard challenges, I rank in like the top 30 of these hard challenges every week. We ranked top 28. Yeah, I got 28th yesterday. It just reset tonight. So they don't give it to us here. You got 201? No way. Are you serious? Twitch is 30 frames per second either way. 30? It should be 60. My Twitch should be 60 frames per second, shouldn't it? 1080p, 60. Well, I can see when I pull up when I look at Twitch at myself on a browser. Depending on what kind of streamer you are, like how often you've been streaming and how big your streamer base is, you can have it. Yeah, I'm at 1080p 60 frames per second on my Twitch. Yeah. Yep. There are different sources. You can go 720 60, you can go 720 30, 480, 360, and 160. If you were watching somebody at 360p or 160, it would look terribly bad. But when you first start streaming, though, I will say that you don't always have the feature to have such a high resolution. You have to actually start getting views and show them that you're streaming so often and apply for partnership and do all this kind of a nightmarish stuff. But once you have that done, it's all good. All right, let's close all that down. All right, I'm muted in the background, no echo. It's nice. I really, really enjoy this. It was kind of like last season. When we were playing last season, we were getting to the point to where we were switching around gear. We didn't have a gear feature to save gear sets and then automatically switch them. And we were getting tired of switching around gear. And then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, at the exact point we were about to really complain about it, saying we have too much gear, we have too many game modes, too many heroes. Like we didn't have this feature here to save all this gear and to be able to automatically switch it over. They came out with it. Like they just threw it out there and we didn't even know it was in development. And then all of a sudden this, like even this thing just comes out of nowhere. So at least with the quality of life stuff, they're always on top of it behind the scenes, which is good. I would like to see some hero balancing still. And if you're just joining us and you're not playing Dragonheir Silent Gods, look down below, come and join us. We also, if you do ! Dragonheir, you'll see the download link, and come and join us on Discord, which is down below as well. And chat with us about the game. There's a lot of teams over there. Anybody been adding new teams? Have you seen any since yesterday? Because my wife was off, so you didn't see me yesterday. Have any cool new teams been added to all of our hero chief challenges? The continental bosses, like Urzilis here, Tall War, Alton, Jorn, Lucinia. Any cool new teams that you guys have seen? I see some chat in here, but I don't see pictures of teams. Maybe here for Jorn. 24 million on Jorn with... no, I think that was posted on the 16th, so that was days ago. That was days ago. Oh, here's a new one. New one on Alton. 20 million. Oh, you'll be able to get 22 million. You're doing Ice Blast, any kind of Ice Blast team on Alton, you'll be able to get up to 22 million. That's what I use. All right, let's fast forward this. Your alt got 120 of them. That's weird. There were 2 messages with 30 each, and then the event gave 30. There were 2 messages with 30 each. Did I not select it? I bet if I go back to those messages we just looked at, I do remember seeing something there, and I thought I'd selected it. Look, it's right there. Collect rewards. Okay, so we've had one event that gave us 30, and then they've given us some through the mail. So all they have to do is start adding them to events. I don't think that that's very difficult. Or they could also add them to these little packs that we get, like this $4.99 pack. Although the $4.99 pack, they did just add that additional squad size. You know how we have 15 save slots for squads? If you get this $4.99 monthly, you get a 20% increase in coin. You get these auto tickets, 30 stamina every day. You get instantly 350, which will give you 1 gold dice. But you also get 15 more squad slots. So it's making that $4.99 a little better. Like overall, it just keeps making it better and better. What was I gonna look at my squad slots. Yeah, it goes up to 30, which is really nice because all the chief challenges we have, all the bosses we face, all of it, we want more. We want more save slots, especially toward the end of the season, like the last month, or even right now, making our teams for, if we have save team for every single dungeon, plus a vortex, plus domains. The domains, the gear dungeon, goblin, 6 chief challenges, and then later on in Otherworld Exploration, we have more dungeons, and then we have the in-game boss. But by then, we scrap all the stuff we did for the chief continental challenges, and then we just make teams for the in-game boss. But we did need more than 15 last season. We definitely did need more than 15. So now I've got 30. You see down there at the bottom, it says 19 of 30. I'll probably start weeding some of this out. Some of these are older or not needed. So I'll start making better teams. But we're at 19 of 30, so it's great. It's pretty good for $4 or $5, you know? I claimed them. I did. Yeah, thank you. Twin, what's happening? I can start playing today. Gear rate double. Oh, you're on season 2 and your 30-day just started. Nice. I'm kind of hoping they start that early next season. Hey, what's going on, Elts One? I'm hoping next season it may be like the 15-day mark instead of the 30-day mark. We can get that increased drop rate. I think that would help the flow. Like, just help the flow of the whole first month a little bit. Not like it would give anybody an advantage or do anything crazy to the game. I just feel like that first month flow for it would be better. All right, we're winning, so we just keep doing this fast speed unless Nesjinko is going to come back here and kill us. I want her to pull in Nesjinka. You see how Nesjinka's back there messing everybody up? Oh, she did finally pull her in. It just takes a while. That really is fast. If anybody's watching and they've never played this game before, though, they're going to think it's way too fast. If she could go up a little bit faster forward, then when somebody jumps to the back line, they would be the furthest away, and she would pull them back. The thing is, our back row moves forward. You see that? These maps are so small sometimes that our back row just moves forward because they're not in range to... They should be, though. They really should be in range to attack. It really messes stuff up when they move forward like that. Because then you think you have a cool formation and you don't, and they move all crazy. So you might as well just set them like one forward, which then, look at this. That makes for an extremely small field of play for us. Especially trying to get away from their diamond-shaped attack, like trying to make it to where 1-3 whole row 3-1, you know, trying to get our guys out of their blast makes it really hard for that. Just hit my pity. What'd you get? Hold on, we got codes there. Nice. Get those codes. Dark. $60 double raid items from an event. Okay, then you're on a different day. Yeah, I'm on whatever day I am. I don't know what day I'm at right now. I have to go look at my login, but whatever my login is at, you have different events to what I have, and your friends will have different events to what you have because you're on a different day than everybody's on. It's crazy. That's one of my biggest complaints about the game, is that you're on some day on season 1 or 2, and I'm on some odd day on season 1 or season 2, and everybody else in this chat is pretty much on a different day than each other. So you have different banners, you have different pop-up events, but you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. Why don't you have 10 times on dungeons? Because you've got like double tickets. So instead of 10 times on the dungeons, you basically use 1 run and you get twice the rewards. This morning I'm dying, which I think is great. Even I think it's kind of better than 10 times. When you think about it, if I did 10 times runs, or I do 5 runs that give me double rewards, it's really the same thing, except you're just not seeing a super fast screen go by for 10 runs, which the way that they thought about this and made this, I think it's good. I think it's good because here in Fae, you're not going to necessarily do what I'm doing right now, or if you're doing what I'm doing and you're blowing through Fae, you're going to be watching TV or doing something else because you know you're going to beat it. You're not going to have to concentrate yet, so you just put it on this 10 times speed in Fae. With dungeons, you're gonna do 5 runs with double the rewards. It's really the same. I don't see the difference in it. As far as saving you time, it's the same. So you have 60 summons for Ardrith event. Oh, you pulled her. Nice. So happy. Yeah. The one that I'm using right now. Congratulations, man. She's really good. Strong defensive tank like her. Yeah, she's great. I love her right here. I love her everywhere. She is against almost every single boss that I fight. Here, PvP, it doesn't matter. Wherever you want to play her, she's good. I haven't really utilized her in PvP yet. I kind of just use a team that takes everybody out fast. Tries to, ride or die. Either we take them out or we die. But I think she's extremely powerful. I mean, you can't beat pulling people in, hitting them all, healing back off that, knocking back all of their ultimate gauge, decreasing attack, doing that knock up. She does a fear too, doesn't she? But I never really notice his fear. And yeah, chance to fear them for 3 seconds. Okay, it's pretty sweet. And then she puts the recharge speed penalty on them. It's pretty crazy. She actually has, I think, more debuff abilities than anyone else in the game. I don't know. There's other guys that do those random stuff. You know, like hit somebody and do a whole bunch of random debuffs. But these are actually the best debuffs, right? They get that decrease attack, knock back the ultimate gauge, heal herself. Not really concerned about the knock-up. I don't even know if knock-up even works. I really don't know if knock-up works. I mean, knock-up would just kind of knock somebody up in the air for a second. Now, if somebody's casting an ultimate, would it stop them from casting an ultimate? When we originally started playing this game, it's supposed to. But the odds of you catching them while they're starting to cast their ultimate, if there's some kind of animation with it, and then you stopping them from doing it, probably aren't that high, but it's still really cool. And then recharge speed penalty is the best. And the pull-in is a lot of fun. Because then it clumps everybody up so you can AoE them down so she can do her ultimate better. Does a difference for the regular guy with limited time have a day or of work, I guess? Yeah, if you've got a day of work and family and all that, then it's going to save you time for sure. Was based off of defense? Yeah, I wish all her moves were based off of defense. But if you're not going to use her for her damage, then you just go full defense. Full defense accuracy, just like any tank. And she's got amazing stats for defense and HP to be able to be a tank. She's just not going to do a lot of damage. She's not going to heal herself back for a lot, but she's going to do everything else, which is plenty as your main tank. Defense, accuracy substats, and then whatever you want. And plus, she's got 3 hits on that ultimate, so you could put Witch's Remains, or you could put the crown on her, and like I've got the crown on her right now, and she's going to do decrease defense. Yeah, they really made her strong. All types of CC require accuracy, and if you have high resist, then you shouldn't get grabbed. Oh, does she not need accuracy for it? I have high accuracy because obviously you're going to have high accuracy for her for all of her abilities. Are you saying that you can go with 0 accuracy and still pull people in? Is that what you're saying? I don't know why you would go with 0 accuracy, but you're also saying if you have high resistance, you want to be able to resist it. But see, she's even better than you would think. So she's never going to be resisted on this pull-in? All right, nice. That's just legendary. That's how legendary she is. She can grab without accuracy. Okay. It's just part of her move, I guess. That's what you get for being a legendary. Compared to a rare. I can't wait to use her with Vinyara. I don't have Vinyara. Vinyara would be a cool one to get on my account. You're on day 3 to unlocking Otherworld exploration for you on season 1. So you got a ways to go. You got a long month of doing Otherworld exploration, fighting the in-game dragon for like 4 or 5 days. And then you've got some exciting stuff with your new summons. At the end of the season, right? Go into the shop, buy all the goodies, and then do some summons. And she still gets grabbed? 350 resistance. That's not really that high, though. Oh, she's only got 100 accuracy? Okay, that shouldn't really happen then. You're right. Yeah, if she's got 100, you have 350, then she shouldn't be grabbing you all the time. Definitely should not. When is this going to get hard? I mean, we are only on floor... Are we even on floor 100 yet? Yeah, we're on floor 108, I think is max for today. Look at all that slow speed on everyone. It's just non-stop slow speed and decreased attack on him. 105. And I do like pushing through this because this gives us solvent to max out our elemental advantage. Any place I can get solvent, man, I'm ready to go. I think it was only 1,000 and then another 1,000. And then we get like a little bitty like 50s or 25s or 75 as we go through these. You need Varesh? I've got him in here with Witch's Remains to block their buffs, obviously, and to apply decreased defense. So now we block them from getting buffs, decreased defense on some of them, followed up by another AoEer with Karth that can hit the whole entire board. We've got Gulin that can hit the whole entire board and decrease attack. So we're just using like the limited heroes we have that can hit the whole entire board. There's really not that many. There's probably only a handful, right? Maybe 6 or 7 that can hit the whole entire board. There's some other ones. There's some epics out there that aren't the best that can hit the whole entire board too. Somebody once told me to try this guy with really high defense, crit rate, critical damage, and that he can really hit hard. Who was it? This tank, this frost tank. Baldum? Doll bomb. I've never tried it. It's 520% of defense, which is pretty high. Do you guys know of anybody else that has a really high defense multiplier? So 520 of defense, and he hits the whole entire board. The blind is pretty sweet too, because you do take a lot of damage from basic abilities. But just to have a nuke on a tank is actually really cool if this would work. You're trying to push 22 million on the Oster now? Okay. That feels like ages ago for me. Yeah, how's it going? I don't know if we have all those. I'm not sure what I did with all those teams. Vortex teams, tier list, redeem, Copper Dragon. I have Copper Dragon teams still in Discord, but I don't have all those kind of teams in my Discord. It would have been nice to build. I think actually their main Discord probably has something. Doesn't it? I think their main Discord might have a tab that has a whole bunch of teams for those current bosses, but I'm not sure. I don't know if they've done like I've done and season to season kind of clean that up. But I do want to try this guy out. I'm going to have to remind myself. Let me write this down right now. Google Documents. Keep all my notes. Try old boy here in a... If I had him leveled up right now, I'd put him in the team I have currently because my whole team's doing AoE damage. So I'd put him in there right now. Doll bomb. Defense, crit, and crit damage. Okay. Okay, I got him on my radar. We'll test him out. We can always test him out on the test server, but I don't have the resources to do it on my main right now. I don't know if I ever will. But I am back to farming goblins because I do need some experience. I definitely need some experience because we have to fight those continental bosses for them this week. So I need to level up quite a few heroes. I've got a lot of heroes to level up, actually. But this is too quick and easy. We might die here. Let's see how much damage we take. I don't have anybody with a stun set on. That would actually be smart for me to do. Even put Varesh in a stun set. Who is getting stunned there? I see a lot of stuns popping up. Do I have somebody in a stun set? Did I switch that? There was 90 solvent right there. Maybe I did switch to a stun set. Yep, I did. Last night, actually. So we've got Varesh in a stun set. Every 3 hits has a 20% chance to stun them. We're doing Witch's Remains and we're blocking their buffs. And then we're following that all up with AoE damage to the whole screen, AoE damage to the whole screen, decrease attack here. If there was one enemy unit, we could get some health back and knock back their ultimate with knocking back their ultimate some more. And we got our sweet healer here. He's here not really to tank. He's here, honestly, to just heal everything. It's crazy. It's crazy that Garius is such a massive tank. and a massive healer. I think if he only healed around him, it'd be a lot different. It would be it'd be like Furbath, right? It's very strong, still like he is right now, but it would be kind of like broken strong. I feel like he is kind of one of the most broken epics there is. Oh, what's going on? Somebody having problems? Can't get rid of the red dots on the lunar. Oh, yeah. I was having that issue too. I still have it right here. I clicked on everything. I was like, oh man, what's going on with the red dots? Let me click on the leaderboards. Let me click everywhere, and it wasn't going away from me. So see if relogging helps. If you have an attempt left. Well, we do. We have four new because it's the beginning of the week. So I've got 4 challenges to do still. I kind of want to do some summons, but no, I can't. We can't do summons. We've got to save for the next Dungeons and Dragons event, which is going to happen right after this event ends. So we can't do any summons. We've got to save. You said thought it was full. What's going on? $200. You do have 200. No, I didn't think you were full of it, but I was just saying, man, you have 200 of those multiplicative challenge. What are they called? You have 200 of those watches. That's pretty damn sweet. Oh, Hellspawner, did you summon your 40 already? You're gonna summon 40th if you want to share a screen and show on stream. Yeah, man, if you want to, if you haven't done it already. I just read your message. Yeah, if you want to, we can go to whatever Discord channel it is or here even, wherever I can see your stream. And we can see your 40 summons. I want to see some legendaries. We're going to at least see 1. I hope to see 2. Maybe you'll get lucky like those other people we were talking to on stream a few days ago where everybody was getting 3 legendaries out of like 30 and 40 summons. It was wild. At least that's what they were all saying. And then we did my 40 summons and I think we got 2. Yeah, we got 2 because one wasn't a dupe. I know I got Ripe Kiss. I can't remember what else I got. It wasn't a dupe because I don't have, exchange-wise, I only have 1 legendary artifact to get. There's that stun. Varesh is stunning everyone. Look at that. Look at all the stuns. I love it. Stuns again. Too easy. Today's 40 summons. I got 3 Stu. What? Oh, you get a dupe one. Damn. What is 2? What does she get with inspiration?
Only insects grow out of stagnant waters. Hope and opportunities.
I have no time for lengthy explanation.
She's got no time for lengthy explanations. The hero takes 20% less critical damage. HP is higher than 85%. The hero gains 15% damage bonus when her HP... Now, I have played her as a full attack. Like, when I didn't really worry about... I played her like full attack, but still with enough accuracy to be able to land all my debuffs. And if she's hit, she can put slow speed up. And she was doing good damage. But normally, I'd play her as a tank. And this is no tanky stuff, right? This is cool. Ignore 35% of the target's resistance, but I mean, I've got too many legendary artifacts to get. There's no way I would ever get a duplicate of somebody unless it was a duplicate of an exclusive, but even then, I would get their exclusive artifact. So it's such a long-term goal for me that if I ever get duplicates of legendaries, it needs to be a duplicate of a legendary that I use all the time, and then I need to make sure that I pay attention to keeping that. And then hopefully I get other duplicates of legendaries that I don't use, and I'll use those to get legendary artifacts. But I've actually never done that before. I haven't really been paying attention. But I'm pretty sure the only duplicates that I've gotten have been like Lorenthel. And Lorenthel's great with a rally team, but I don't need to make him stronger as far as his buffs go. I don't believe. So I haven't really, I guess that's pretty something I kind of need to look at in the long term. Like what legendary would I even keep to buff up?
No.
Maybe if I got duplicate copies of her, because I use her all the time, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it. I'd have to look at what she gets. I don't know. I just know that I've gotten a couple copies of this guy right here. And I do use him with my rally team, but I don't think, yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this kind of stuff to make him stronger. He makes my other guys that really smack stronger. I don't really care about making him that much stronger. So no big deal there. And I did get a couple copies of Muffin Top. Not this Muffin Top. This one. And I definitely don't think I'm going to be leveling him up. Well, I already used his copies. I already used them, so there's no way I could. When inflicting a debuff. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. The second one, and I could have gotten to the second one. This second one makes his debuffs actually a lot stronger. When inflicting a debuff, there's a 70% chance to extend its duration. But now, what is 30% of? It's only a second and a half. So that would turn a 5-second debuff, which is what he does. It's only for 5 seconds because he can do so many. But it would turn it from 5 to 6.5. That's pretty good because he's doing so many. I know, I think that's pretty sweet. Skill haste is always great. Accuracy and ignore.
Blood nourishes the forest.
One day I'll be able to scroll him and try him out. Well, we should test this guy on the test server and see what his max damage can be, and then we should test like how many how often he's getting up debuffs and how often they're actually staying. Can we use him for like a decrease attack for a boss when we need that decrease attack when the boss does its all? Like, let's say Ancient Battlefield. Ancient Battlefield, we've got to get decrease attack up when it does its ultimate. I just don't think any hero that we have that has such a, you know, can put up like 5 or 6 different debuffs and it's all random. I don't think any of them can get it up when we need it to. Not consistently. Keep it up. Garia's staff is so much better. It is. Garius with that staff is insane. You can reverse awaken. You can put him in there. You're right. So if I wanted to, I could whatever copy I have right now, which I think is a Karf copy. Can't we tell when we go in here and look at an exchange? Okay, so I've got a Karf copy. I think I've gotten a couple of Karf too. And Karf, I'm sure, is just going to add to his damage.
My crew offending you?
Heals the hero by 8% of their max HP after killing an enemy. Increase the chance of the battle skill effect to apply a burn. We're just increasing his battle skill by 10%. I don't know if that's... Enlightenment 60. Okay, that's good. Attack 30. Ignore. Okay. It's odd because like they're trying to focus on getting burns up with this ignore the resistance and battle skill. I would prefer just to give me more like the 10% crit rate, 20% critical damage. That would do way more for Karf than this. A 10% chance to apply more burns on his battle skill. And then this ignoring resistance. Again, if this was something that does way more damage, I'd prefer that on him. They're trying to focus on getting more burns up. And I don't care about that. I just, you just want to do damage. He already puts up plenty of burns. Next stage? All right. I didn't get the burn artifact. No, I haven't, no. What's it do? I could get the burn artifact right now. Which one is it? Because we've got one legendary fire unit. This oil? Stacks up to 15 times. So every time the wearer applies burn, they gain an extra 2% attack. What do you think? This goes up to what? 30% additional attack? Or 60? No, 30%, right? You'd have to apply, yeah, 30%. You'd have to apply a lot of burns, wouldn't you? 15 stacks? I don't think he applies that many burns, does he? And put it on him? How is it? This would be something I'd like to purchase on the test server and then put it on all the burn heroes and see who keeps it up enough and who it's really beneficial for. I mean, really, there's only the 3 legendaries. There's not any other kind of epic or rare that I even want to play with burn, to be honest with you. So it would kind of have to be Karf. Yeah, how Twin, how high is this getting? How often are you keeping like 10 stacks or 12 stacks or 5 stacks? I don't know. You'd have to really cycle through his abilities, I would imagine. Because it's not like he's applying burns all the time.
It's like playing a musical instrument.
Pirates don't speak of the past.
Here, he's just doing additional damage if there's a burn up. I guess if there's a lot of enemies out there, he can get that buff quickly for a little while, but it's not going to last forever. It's only for 10 seconds. Oh, I don't even have mine scrolled. Yeah, but I don't want to put that artifact on that little dude who doesn't do a lot of damage in general. You know, there's nowhere I want to use that. That rare burns are pretty garbage, man. There's nowhere you want to use burns, honestly. And you don't want to use the epic melee one because that guy just dies. He's trash, man. He's trash. Yeah, Twin, we'd have to go test that out. We can go test it on the test server though. I'd be interested to see what it does. I don't feel like buying it unless if they came out with more burn heroes next season, then okay, I could see myself getting it to go with some of those burn heroes along with Karf and Durham and stuff. Because I do have Karf and Durham. But since I'm not convinced they're going to come out with burn heroes next season, then I don't want to do it. I haven't seen a pattern yet. The only pattern I have seen is that we had Wild, now we've got Burn, we had Frost, now we've got, you know, Ice Blast. I'm not convinced that they're going to make, you know, those kind of heroes or that they're going to go back and even make those heroes better with some balancing. I'm going to have to wait. And plus, if I save that one legendary artifact next season when they come out with new legendary artifacts, they're not always element specific. They'll probably come out with something really strong and good, and I want to pick that up. So I always leave at least 1 or 2 legendary artifact options to pick. Now, if we get a few more legendaries, duplicates, throughout this season when we do some more summons, then we can go play around and see. But right now, I like to save. Because each season, you know they're going to come out with new legendary artifacts, and some of them are going to be good. And I want to be able to pick it up right away. You know, some of it's going to be probably something as cool as the hourglass or the staff, something like that. So always save at least 1, I would. We're talking about saving 1. There's people out there that have never seen any duplicates. You're talking about like save 1, Stu. I've never even seen a duplicate legendary. What are you talking about? I know. It's rough. Free to play and low spender, it's rough. Or if you're just unlucky. To complete the set, if I got him, I would get it then. I would try it out then. Yeah, if I had the exclusive, I would try it out. Because he's pretty sweet. Oh, 500 essence. That was pretty nice. Oh, we're going to be able to forge some legendary material. It's not bad going through Fae, guys. Go through it. It's actually really good to stay with current Fae if you can, because these rewards to make new legendary gear right now, I'm going to use the essence to level up my artifacts. I'm going to use that because I'm really low on essence. I know we just had a weekly reset, but I went in there and I bought all the essence from my guild shop, from the arena shop, and I still feel like I don't have any essence because I haven't really been summoning any heroes. And it's not like I got a crazy amount to summon with anyways. I've got 4,500, 10 dice. We can do these purple. Come on, Zarloth. Come on, Zarloth. Let's go. I mean, look here. We only got 60... 72 total. It's not a lot. Again, man. I need a duplicate epic to at least get a few hundred, right? Okay, back. That didn't give us a lot. Let's see how many we have. So if I wanted, I feel like I don't know. I've either spread myself too thin with leveling too many artifacts right away to like level 16 or 15. I bet I have a lot. I bet I have more than I think.
Battling is like playing a
Try my claymore before belittling me.
Okay, I do. I have more than I think. I got a lot of these to 20. And then we got 20 for the eyeball. We've got 19 over here. 16 there for... I shouldn't have leveled that one up, really. I could use the eyeball instead of the ink. And I'm not really playing Shaltar at all. So... I kind of would like to level this up to 20. You know, I'd like to get some of these other ones up to 20. But we've only got... Okay, I could almost take 2 from 16 to 20 for epics. Guess that's not too bad. We got this one at 20. I guess we do. We got a lot, right? The reason why we have a lot is because we summoned so much at the beginning of the season. We had a good carryover from last season. Maybe like 40,000, 47,000. And then we opened like 300 and something shards right away at the beginning of the season. Now, a normal free-to-play player, or even somebody who spends $100 a month, isn't going to have anywhere near this many. Leveled up. You got to be really...
Of the people of the world.
You got to be really careful with what you level up. I wish you could reset these somehow. Not too often, but if you made a mistake, or... Again, this is for low spenders and free-to-play players. If you made a mistake and you leveled up some artifact that you're not necessarily going to use, maybe once a month you could let people reset a few artifacts, 1 or 2 artifacts.
knowledge brings composure, especially during the chaotic war.
Because then if they leveled up something like this and they want, or like that, if they leveled up something like this, they could get it back and then focus on what matters, you know? Once every 3 months? yeah, you do get once every 3 months when they all get reset. I think like 1 or 2 artifacts, 1 artifact every month is not a big deal. Let somebody reset 1 artifact every month, give them some kind of currency that lets you click on it, and then it pulls up your artifacts. You get to reset 1. I think that would be very nice to do. Not something that they really need to focus their resources on, but I think it'd be pretty sweet. What did I miss? You ready for summons? Okay, what do I got to do? Where do I go? Where are you in Discord? Are you in the chat? Oh, there you are. Don't I go to view your screen or something? Oh, it says live. Okay, I click on you and then it opens up. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm on you, but I don't see anything. It just has your icon with a big red picture. Oh, wait. It's down here. Okay, I see you now. I see you now. I saw you. Okay, hold on 1 second. It's actually going in and out. It's a little bit weird. I'm going to let everybody else see this. Display. Okay. Yeah, see, it'll do that, and then it'll kind of... no, it's staying. No, and then it goes away. It's like in and out a little bit. We'll be able to see your summons, I guess, if it's going to keep doing this. If you leave your summons up when we pop back in, we'll be like, whoa, look at that, legendary. Yeah, hit it. I don't know why it's doing that, but if you hit it, it will... Gonna start with the purples? Oh, you got 15 purples? Okay, let's do it. Good luck, my friend, good luck. I hope you get some sweet epics. Okay, rares. Hey, 2 rares is still pretty good compared to what I got recently. Nice, 300 there for an epic. I don't know if you're missing anything like I am, like a Zarloth. But that's pretty good. Far better than a rare with a whole bunch of commons. Ultra wide monitor? Yeah, it looks like it. Definitely looks like. Come on, legendary. This is gold dice, right? Yeah, this is gold dice. Let's go. 40 gold dice we're doing right now for Hell Spawner. Come on, Lego. Oh, man. Okay. Is there any epic that you're looking for, though? Is that new? Was that new? No, that wasn't new. It is ultra wide, so I have to look over this way to see and then look over that way. Okay, nice epics. 300 each. There we go. Legendary, right? Wasn't that a legendary? Yeah. Let's go. Hell Spawner, come on. Something new that you don't have. You should have told us what you're looking for, too. Oh. Oh, man. We'll go to the test server and, come on, Alvis. Oh, man. Has anybody found a use for her? Has anybody even seen her viable for something? You have 5 frames per second? Was that a legendary? No, 2 epics though. You have 5 frames per second on what? You've got 15 more. We're gonna get another legendary. Let's go. Necro team, 22 million necro team. Doing what? Was she pulling off? Who was she getting the electrocutes up for? The exclusive or what? Come on, legendary. Let's go. It's on your server? Okay, we'll check it out. That means it's on this Discord right here that we have up. Hey, Varesh. 5 more. Come on, legendary. You're going to be close to a pity. Even if you don't get a legendary here, you're not too far away. Oh, man. No Lego. Good summons, my man. Good summons. That one legendary. Let me look over here in Discord and see. Let me see what they're talking about. Yeah, sorry, Hell Spawner. Let me see. A Necro team? Necro team. Against what boss, though? What boss are we talking about? Not Jorn. Locinia? Locinia would be damage from poison. This guy? This one. That's not her either. Where? Necro team. Who? That was the run? No, I'm talking. No, not Thea. Not Thea. I'm talking about that legendary that he just pulled. Nissa. Is that her name? Yeah, I'm talking about her. I have her too, though. I actually have her on. Don't I have her on my roster? I'm pretty sure. I might even have pulled a duplicate of her.
Especially during
Old age.
Yeah, I've got her. There she is. Okay, when we tested her on the test server, it sounds cool because you start the combat and it puts out this electrocute, and we want electrocutes out. We want electrocutes out as much as possible, just like all those debuffs, so we can actually do something with those debuffs. Not just have them ticking down. We can do something with some of those heroes that take advantage of it, like the exclusive we have here for this one, which I don't have. But here, I don't know. It's so bad. This Nexus isn't even a diamond shape in the sense that we can place it wherever we want. This diamond shape only centers around whatever target we put it on. So whatever target we put it on will be exactly in the middle. And then it will hit around that target. So everything else around it. So it's pretty limited to how we can get guys in this little electrocute Nexus. And electrocute against a single target boss was doing terrible damage. It's better if you have at least two, so you can have electrocute on both, and then it forms like this little connection, does a little bit more damage. But all in all, Thunderbolt heroes seem to be the worst. They really suck balls. You got a lot of cool epics if you didn't have those epics. But yeah, that legendary isn't the greatest. All right, let me jump on the test server. Maybe we can. What were we going to test out? We were going to test. Who was it? There was something we were going to test out. I can't remember now. Car fits the whole board. Was it the artifact? We were going to test out that legendary artifact, and then we can see about her again. We can look at her again and see how she's functioning. What other Thunderbolts do you have, Hellspawner? Do you have any of the other legendaries? Hold on, pulling this up right now. This is why balancing is important. If she's not good. We did limited testing with her, but the testing we did do, it was with her at max level, max gear. This is right when season 2 came out. There's a long stream. Yeah, we could test them out too. There's a long stream that I put on my YouTube channel when we did this. And she just could not pull out any kind of damage. It's kind of like, no, it's worse. It's worse than that Ice Blast legendary. Zorak, that Ice Blast legendary actually at least helps other people do damage, helps them get Ice Blast. This girl is even worse. She's worse than them.
Only insects grow out of
Okay, Karf is here. And we definitely have the legendary right here. Wild proc. Is that wild proc too? Wild proc. Where's the little flame next to it? I see one flame here and then one flame there. Am I blind? No, that's an exclusive. What did it look like? What was it? Man. On Toll War Chief Boss sounds fun. Well, at least Toll War has an ad. So then maybe you could get up electrocute on 2 different objects, but it really wouldn't even be about her. It'd be about Perk. Yeah, it'd be about him getting his stacks up, getting all those stacks up, so when he does his ultimate, he does a lot of damage. It really wouldn't even be about her doing anything. Am I completely blind, guys? Where is... It's this one, right? No. It's not that one.
Got a big job?
This is ridiculous. Let me go over here to exchange. It's that. It's the oil. The oil of Skyfire.
I must temper my
Now, how come that oil of Skyfire didn't have a little fire next to it?
Pirates don't speak of the past.
See how these fire ones? Where's the oil at? Oil, oil, oil. Now that I know what I'm looking for. There it is. Yeah, the oil doesn't have the little fire next to it because you have to purchase it with a fire. And we got to do some summons. We can't level up artifacts. We got to do some summons here. Okay. This might give us enough. 100, here we go. Fur bath. All right. Brazilius? We're not doing too hot. Why any of those artifacts are? Oh, you posted the team in Discord? Where? Gin chat or somewhere else? What boss? Where in Discord? I don't see it anywhere. Did you do at me or something? I don't see it at me. And I don't see the team currently. We are not doing well. Okay, Sutha. Oh, Toll War channel. Hey, there we go. Hubbard. Nice. Toll War. It's 32 million. Yeah, you got the main dude doing 79% of the ultimate, 79% of the damage. She's doing 8.5. Anybody could fill her role. She is basically just trying to get him more stacks so he can do more damage, which there's... Now, I won't say that there's a lot of people that can do that because honestly, the other electrocute epics don't even put up a lot of electrocutes. The epics and the rares are terrible at applying multiple electrocutes over and over. So she is decent for that, but honestly, you would have gotten 24 million even without her on your team at all, with like nobody on that other slot. She does help to build up his overload thing to do his ultimate harder, but you don't need her. My Venom team. My Grave of Venom team? Currently, my Venom team is just my Ice Blast team from my Vortex boss. This is the test server, but my Grave of Venom team on my main account is basically Bledin. Who do I have? Garius, Bledin. I don't have Girth in there. I have Varesh. Well, I guess it's not my Vortex team. I guess it's a little bit different than my Vortex team. Because my Vortex team doesn't have Varesh in it. So normally I would have something similar to this. And this would be Garius. And then I don't need another healer. I just have some other DPS or something over here. So I have Garius, this dude, some other DPS here, like a ranged DPS. Just range. So if it needs to be ranged, then we'd bring in whoever. Just whatever. It doesn't even matter what it is. It can be melee too, as long as they stay alive and they're built a little tanky. And then you just hit go. Yeah. So you want Varesh to do all the debuffs on the boss, and then if you have Witch's Remains, it makes it much easier. Quarion can stay with the boss and give some nice heals with the battle skill and the ultimate. Then we put up all these debuffs with Witch's Remains if you have it. Bledin is just insane because he gives himself attack, 20% additional attack. You can build all of his, you can build him with 80% chance to crit because he gives himself 20% chance to crit on both of his abilities. Solo Bledin is really, really strong. Like, he's just great to be by himself because he gives himself 2 ice crystals. So he's doing 3 battle skills in between his ultimate. Hits extremely hard. Mine might be a little bit different, but I know I don't have 3 healers. I know I don't have a tank and 2 healers. I've got a tank and 1 healer, and then I've got another DPS in there to speed it up. Maybe I have Shinna in there? I don't think I have Shinna, though. No, something like this. But it depends on where you're at. Are you just starting out, or are you as far as we are in the season? Okay, where were we? Oh, we were trying to level up that artifact, right? We were trying to level up this artifact for Karf to see if we could get these stacks up and how often we could keep these stacks up. Where are my resources? I was trying to see how many more artifacts. 4,000. All that 100 summons to level up one legendary artifact. And we've only got 4,400 left over. Yikes.
Got a big job coming up. Want to join me?
Is that Carf gear? It says Carf. Enlightenment with, what do we have? Enlightenment. He's at 99% chance to crit. Let's get accuracy, right? We need to land debuffs. And that's the only way we can get this artifact even to give us some more, so we do need that.
Pirates don't.
He's got Witch's Remains here, though.
Of the path.
Yeah, see, a lot of times I've got Witch's Remains on him because he hits the whole entire board 3 times. So we've got 3 shots to put up decreased defense. Then if you wanted to put him in a stun set, you could stun 2, kind of play him like Varesh. So here I wouldn't have him as full-on damage. I wouldn't even be able to use that artifact. Because then who else am I going to put witches on in a situation like this? I've got this rare tank, healer, healer, AoE decreased defense, and then damage dealer. So I would need to bring in, who else could fill the role of doing an ultimate with multi hits? Diablo Immortal? No, it's not. It's a bit different, but you can play on your PC and then go over back and forth between your mobile device just like you would Diablo Immortal. So come and join us. It's free to play, free to try out. Right there, you can hit that link if you want to try it out. Yeah, at least try it. 30 minutes of your time. Go on your tablet or your phone or play on your computer. Try it out. It's really a good game. I think you'll like the mechanics of it. I don't know if you played... Diablo Immortal is very different than like a turn-based gacha game. I don't know if you played other gacha games before. The exclusive hits the whole board? Yeah, well, the exclusive, you wouldn't put... And he only does 1 hit. You wouldn't put Witch's Remains on the exclusive. Erich doesn't hit the whole board. Yeah, unfortunately, he just hits like a lot of random targets, and most time it's going to be a wisp. Unfortunately. This one does hit 3 times. Okay, so... Okay, this is an instance where we would actually put it on Durham. We would let Carf hit the whole board, and then we would let Durham do the damage.
Discipline is the foundation of all things.
We don't want Emperor set, right? We want Inventor set. Correct? 94% chance to crit. Crit rate 17? Whoa. That's plenty. We could probably go with critical damage gloves. Now we're not... No, we still need to... See, here's the thing with this. We still need to apply burns. So we still need accuracy. And this thing doesn't even give us accuracy. It gives us attack and attack. Every time the wearer applies... See, that's what kind of is weird about this too. Before we level it up, I didn't even think about this. This doesn't even give us accuracy. It should say here... The wearer no longer needs accuracy to apply burns. Or burns will always be applied. If it said burns will always be applied, every time the wearer applies a burn, they gain this additional stack, then this would be really cool for a legendary artifact. But the fact is, we still have to have enough accuracy to overcome whatever we're fighting's defense, resistance, and I think there's critical damage. That kind of is not cool. It kind of sucks to have to do that. This critical damage didn't go up. This one attack speed. Okay, whatever. So even though let's wait for Durham. Does he have 15 stacks up right now? Well, I mean, he had 9. He did have 15 stacks up. He's got 9, 12 stacks just on Durham's battle skill. We haven't even done his ultimate. His ultimate's off right now. He's at 3 stacks of the additional damage, 6 stacks, 5 stacks. It's like on and off so quick. 8, there he's up to 15 stacks now without doing his ultimate. That's pretty damn good. He's at 14 stacks right now, and we're not even doing his ultimate. Actually, does his ultimate apply? I can't remember with Durham. Well, there's a lot of targets out there too. We need multiple targets. 3 random enemies with a 100% chance to apply burn. See, this doesn't even apply it. This just gives us lower defense and gives us the attack increase. So he's doing fairly well with only applying burns on his battle skill. As long as there's 3 or more enemies. Yeah. But we were trying it on Durham first because Karf, I would rather have Witch's Remains. Like, why would I buy this artifact at all? I just don't feel like I'd use this artifact on anybody because with Karf, I would have Witch's Remains. So I don't see why I would use this artifact necessarily. Especially since it's so hard to get duplicates of legendaries. And we're definitely not going to use this artifact on the... Well, we could use it on the exclusive. You don't buy this artifact? You don't buy this artifact at all? Yeah. Well, I didn't make this mistake. We're on the test server, but I was trying to see why I would do it though, because I'm on the test server and I'm like, okay, I bought it and I never use it. Well, here's the thing. If it said, like, were you here a minute ago when I said if it said down here, burns cannot be resisted? Like if it said burns cannot be resisted every time the wearer applies a burn, they gain this. Then it'd be cool. It'd be a lot better because we wouldn't have to worry about accuracy at all. If it says burns cannot be resisted, then whoever we put this on, we don't have to worry about accuracy. We apply the burns and then we get this attack. For the exclusive, for the crit rate. Yeah, but again, I could put it on somebody else, but on Karf, I'm going to want to hit the whole board and get Witch's Remains on, so I'm not going to put it on Karf. Plus, this gives accuracy too. So I have this on Karf. Get this ready for anybody else who's going to blast like this dude afterwards. Durham. And just let him go. But I don't see myself ever getting that artifact, honestly. He's got stacks. And we know Karf would have stacks too, because Karf applies burns on his battle skill and on his ultimate. Plus, with this many targets up, Karf, when he does his ultimate, obviously he's going to be at 15 stacks. Easy. But we still need accuracy. And then we're taking away our whole board-wide Witch's Remains. Yeah. I don't see myself getting it. Oh, Durham's down. Oh, because we lost a healer. A healer's down, Durham's down, everybody's falling apart. What happened? What happened? Who died? How did our girl here die? Defense. Really? Really? That's weird. Oh, wait. We don't even have these people set up properly. Is this right? She centers her ultimate on the target, so once our tank moves up forward, it shouldn't hit anybody else. I'm pretty sure we have it set up right now. Because Durham shouldn't even have been hit, only from the ultimate. Or only from this first ability, the whole board should be hit, but that's it. Anchors away. This little rare tank is so cool. Oh, he looked like he was about to die again. He's got 7 stacks on him right now, 4 stacks. They're fluctuating because now we don't have all those targets to hit. There's not 3 random targets to apply burns up, so he's not getting that many stacks on. 6%, or not 6, it would be 6 times 2, 12% additional damage. Or attack, whatever it was giving. And put accuracy test on Carve? Yeah, it's not worth it. I definitely want Carve with Witch's Remains. I wouldn't play Carve any other way, honestly. Because who else are we going to put on for Witch's Remains with Carve, you know? I just don't see myself buying this artifact. I don't think it's worth it. For me. Not like I'm in the market to buy an artifact, but we were testing this out. Somebody else bought it, and they wanted us to test it out and see if we could keep up. And I was curious whether we could keep up 15 stacks all the time. And I'm sure Carve can keep 15 stacks all the time. Like, that's not in question. The real question is, why would we... Why do we want to do that? Then we got to go a whole bunch more accuracy on some other stats. And for what? For what? You know, the trade-off's not worth it. It's just not worth it. 30% additional attack. And then we got to go with maybe an accuracy chess piece. What's the point? Yeah, you're right. It just, you know, what's the point? Okay, what else were we going to test out? Well, we're going to test out this lovely lady right here. Somebody said that, oh, Hellspawner just pulled her. And we tested her already, but we'll look at her again.
Close your eyes firmly.
Yeah, we tested this lovely lady at the very beginning of season 2 when we had 7 days of test server access. And it was very sad. We'll go ahead and give her some scrolls. Actually, we tested all the Thunderbolts. And they were all terrible, except for the exclusive. Oh, and the lizard. The lizard in his melee, but he was really good. He's really good at applying electrocute and really good at doing damage with the really high enlightenment. But you don't want to bring melee in on that Toll War fight. So if that's what you're talking about, somebody was talking about Toll War fight too, in regard to this, to take additional lightning damage. Let's go over there and check that out though. Let's bring her into Toll War. For fun. Where is he? Here? This is a cool place to test her and see how... I think she's still going to be terrible. But having more than one target up is pretty good. Like since he's going to throw out a mushroom, if we can get electrocute on both of those, but the mushrooms don't even stay out long, so the electrocute won't even stay out long. Who's this? Okay, sure, whatever. Just to get an idea, though, let's run this team really quick, just so you can get an idea of what this lady's going to do for us. Now, do we have Witch's Remains on? We do. Okay. We're not looking at the damage that any person is doing here per se. We're just looking at kind of how many stacks we're going to make it to, total damage that they're doing, and then we're going to bring in that legendary along with some other electrocute people, and we're just going to see what they can do with the same gear. We can just switch the gear right over to them. Yeah, see, he doesn't even have a mushroom up that's going to stay long enough that even if we could get electrocute. The other problem with these electrocute people is they don't change targets. They don't try to apply electrocute here and then electrocute there and then... How bad is he? Season 1? He wasn't bad in Season 1 to play with your wild team against the Vortex boss. Depending on what you have for a wild team. Other than that, I don't have a use for him. I have him fully scrolled. I used him throughout Season 1 on the Vortex boss, but I didn't use him anywhere else. I had Erich, Tononan, and him in a team with 2 support. I can't remember what the support was. What was season 1? Season 1 with fire and poison. So then I had Furbath and then somebody else. You know, Hexandra, Sifris, somebody like that. I didn't have Sifris because I just pulled her recently, but I had some team like that. And he can do damage. He can do damage. Fully scrolled, good gear. Hit those big hits on that on the ultimate ability, but you don't necessarily need him. And do you really want to put scrolls into him? And you might have a whole other, you know, what's your team you're using right now? You might have a whole other team that you use. Maybe you've got Dauntless or something else that you already use. $5 million, $4 million. You should get to about 9 stacks of additional damage.
This is a guardian's duty.
Respect my power. Worry not. I am. Heed the truth.
Okay, here he is at 9 stacks.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not.
Defeated by a
I am
country
here.
girl.
All right, one more. That's good.
Heed the truth.
All right, she died right there. They're at 7.5 and 6 million. So keep that in mind. At 10 stacks, our tank healer died, Hexandra, and we were looking at 7.5 million and 6 million. Now what can... I might need to write that down or I'll forget. Okay. Now, if we just substitute our Yagnats for our legendary cool girl, and then we bring in... What else do we have for Thunderbolt? Yeah, I'm telling you, these epics are bad, and the rare is really bad. They're all so incredibly terrible. Thunderbolt. I thought she was going to be so cool because she puts down 2 turrets that keep firing for Thunderbolts. Actually, one of the turrets might get provoked, and then we get Thunderbolt. We might get the electrocute up on a different target. This guy's melee, right? Yeah, you know how we can't play melee. This guy's melee too? Alright, so this is what we got. All the rest are melee, and he's good. He actually does do some really good damage, but we got to go high enlightenment, melee, and he's going to be provoked the whole entire time. But I don't think it really matters with him being provoked. He's got random attacks, right? 2 random enemies, so regardless of being provoked, he's still going to... I mean, it's going to mess up him doing his moves, right? He'll be provoked. He won't be able to do his ultimate and his battle skill. Random, and then here he hits the whole board. So he's not the worst guy in the world to be provoked. Still would slow him down quite a bit. And then he'd get beat up.
Engineer Manda reporting for duty. The machine billowing smoke? That wasn't me.
Okay, can 2 Dauntless Rares do better than a Legendary and an Epic? That is the question.
Our tech is never second best.
I see a lot of mixed gear for Yagnats. He's all over the place. There's some Yagnats. I can see Vanny with a piece here. Is that Yagnats? I think that's all of them. Okay, nice. Where's the other one? Okay. I don't know with Vanny. Let's it's probably an inventor set, right? Yeah. There she is. Critical damage. All right, what artifact do we have on Vanny? But we're gonna need some accuracy, right?
Smoke, that wasn't me.
What artifact do we have on Yagnats? All right, we'll give them some accuracy in a minute. Beard's coming in. Hey man, appreciate that. I don't know. I don't think it's looking good. My wife doesn't think it's looking good at all. But you gotta grow it out, man. A beard is not like this is a halfway beard. You gotta grow it thick. You gotta get like the ducktail here in the front. You know, give it a little shape. You gotta grow that out. It takes time. This is my mom likes it best when it's short. Like if I took a trimmer and just did it really short. My wife likes it when I just shave all the time. She does not like a beard. But we'll see. We're going to keep playing around with it. We'll do it for a couple more months and see what happens, and then we'll shave it all off. I want to get to the point to where we can play with it. Since I can't play with hair up here, man, I haven't been able to play with hair up here since, I don't know, 20 years. I don't know. It's been a long, long time. 18 years maybe. It's been a really long time. So since we can't play with the top head, we got to play with the beard hair. I had the full electrocute team. Was wondering if they'd be viable. Well, we just put the gear from Yagnats and Vanny onto them. We haven't given them any kind of accuracy. So we're just going to try this without accuracy. We're obviously going to need it, but let's just see what happens. We applied electrocute immediately with her little toy. We're not getting electrocute on the mushrooms. Which, if we have electrocute on 2 targets with this legendary Nissa, when she does this vortex, it really does a lot more damage. That's why on 1 target it's so bad. And 1 target it's not as good at all. 2 targets, once they form this link, it does more. You can see it right. Nope, no link over there still. This is how dumb electrocute is. None of these things will target something else to try to put electrocute up. There's electrocute up on the other side, but it's not within her nexus. Remember how I told you her diamond-shaped nexus puts the target in the middle? So even though it's a diamond-shaped, you can't hit everybody. It'll just dead center that one target, and then it's limited for what we can hit around it. If it was a true diamond shape like we have with other people, we could hit all these mushrooms easily with Toll War. But since it's a centralized one, it's... And they're not even far away, right? Those mushrooms aren't even far away.
This is a guardian's duty.
I can fix all kinds of stuff,
Worry not. I am here.
Well, at least we didn't worry about accuracy, and we're still getting up the electrocute with her... Whatever that mechanical device she throws up on somebody and it stays on them. Looks like it's staying up.
Heed the truth, including you.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
I can fix all kinds of stuff, including
Okay, now let's look at the derivative damage. She looks like she's doing a lot of good gold crit rate hits, right? I see some big crit rate hits in here. If we take her into a whole bunch of enlightenment, we're not going to see those big crit rate hits anymore. We're going to see bigger white numbers. See the white numbers? She's got a 100% chance to crit, so any of her moves that can crit are critting. And those are the big numbers. The little white numbers are her derivative damage from the electrocute. There are quite a few, but we don't know, like we can't take the damage and break it down into different skills. It'd be cool if we could click on the damage number and it would say, okay, this is from electrocute, or this is derivative, this is main damage. You know, it shows you the total amount for each. I have a feeling that if we went, it would gimp us too much. Like, say we tried to go enlightenment to increase that derivative damage instead of keeping her with attack, it would make it to far less. But we could take her away from critical crit rate gloves and put attack percentage gloves on her and have her with high crit rate with more attack. We could do that, which might up her damage a little bit. Then we're still getting really hard critical damage hits, and then we're getting a little bit higher derivative damage hits with our attack being higher. So 10 stacks. 10 stacks is the same time when Hexandra died, when we had our 2 rares in here. We had Yagnats and Vanny. Yagnats did 7.5 million and Vanny did 6 million. Here we've got our legendary doing 5.5 million, and not even with that epic with her 2 little turrets popping out. Couldn't even get higher than Iola. Couldn't get the 6 million that Vanny got. That's how sad this is. Would the exclusive work well? Yeah, the exclusive is going to work well always. Yeah, the exclusive is going to work well. Exclusive does crazy damage, so the exclusive will work well, yes. It's an exclusive. Took some work, but I popped the 22 million on Oster using Felicity, Hexandra, Casper, Erich. Nice. You got a crazy team, my man. Really crazy. Doing Duck Dynasty? No. We're not going to do Duck Dynasty. We're going to shape the beard into something cool. We're not just going a homeless beard. We got to put beads in it, you know, put some beads in it somehow, or shape it somehow and do some other stuff. So that's why we got to grow it out and then trim it down. To Manda, which applies electrocute, it would be very useful. Who's Manda? Is that who I'm using right now? They're terrible. We tested these guys when season 2 came out. Electrocute is just like bad. Is this Manda? Yeah, you can see her right now. All right, let's make sure that we're doing what we can to enhance their damage. Grants attack speed up and attack up to turrets. Basic ability is increased by 40%. So in general, with her, when we tested her, she really does not apply electrocute that often. Even with her turrets and with her, it's such a low percentage chance to apply that 20% chance to apply electrocute goes up to 40% here. She does her basic attack, which is supposed to apply electrocute, but it doesn't say the percentage of it. So I'm assuming it's really low. Even though she has 2 turrets out, she does crap damage. We got attack, critical damage, attack, and she's at 100% chance to crit, right? Almost. 75 plus she gets 20 from this. Hold on one second. Front door. Oh yeah, we got it. We're stacked now. We got all the testosterone we can want now. I got 5 of these things. We're testosteroned up. Andro Forte. 5. Testosterone replacement cream. When you get to be an old man, stick with the Dauntless Heroes instead. Absolutely stick with the Dauntless Heroes instead. She needs accuracy for what? What are we doing when we apply Thunderbolt? Thunderbolt's already applied on there. We could trigger it. You're right when we do it. So we could, what was her damage? 2.9? 2 point something? We could go accuracy. I have no problem with that. We could try to get her crit rate up a little bit higher too. So she's at 80 and she's going to go up to 100%. If we're looking at, okay, let's go to a different environment so we can see the numbers better. And let's see what's actually really happening with electrocute. Get me over here. Let's get 3 targets up. Where'd she go?
Engineer Manda reporting for duty.
Okay, well, she applied herself. I think she does.
Including you.
There's electrocute. Okay, now they're trying to apply it to another target. That's good. So we get a connection going. See it? See the connection between the two? And then it'll kind of like proc some derivative damage every once in a while, like every 4 seconds. Now we can clearly see that the derivative damage seems to be a lot less than this crit rate that we're doing. The crit rate is for 12,000. The derivative damage is for 1,200. And I see the crit numbers way more often than I see the derivative damage because they have such a poor chance to apply electrocute. Like such a low 20% and then 40% when she does her ultimate. And you would think with the attack speed increase in this attack that you would just see some good normal damage. Like we're not even worried about derivative. We're just trying to get 20% additional attack up and attack speed of 50%. And then we've got this going on of 10%.
Stuff, including you.
Pretty bad, right?
It's all kinds of stuff, including you.
It's just like terrible damage.
It's all kinds of stuff,
Hold on.
including
Let
you.
me Google Sheets. It doesn't even make sense. And then the frequency of applying electrocute really doesn't make sense. You want, even if electrocute's up 24/7, it's not broken. Like it's not broken at all. So the ability to apply it needs to be raised. Like these guys need to apply electrocute way higher. Because even if they're applying it all the time, big deal. That's what I'm saying, right?
It's all kinds of stuff, including you.
What's her name? Manda? This is the Mando?
It's all kinds of stuff, including you. It's all kinds of stuff, including you.
So you can see when there's a connection, like when there's two enemies out there, 2 or more, and they both have electrocute, you can see how it kind of bounces between the two, and you can actually see the derivative damage quite often. I don't know about quite often, but I think it's every 4 seconds. But when there's only one target with electrocute on, it just doesn't do much. That's why when you're single target with the Vortex boss, you don't ever hear about electrocute teams on the Vortex boss.
Including you.
And then if it is cool for multi-targets, where would we really use that? And since these, like even an Epic isn't applying them very well, where would we really use it? They're not even going to apply it much.
It's all kinds of stuff,
Okay, there's going to be some variation in damage because only when she does her ultimate do you get a 100% chance to crit. So all those other times we're not getting, it's such a small chance to apply the electrocute. So we're looking at 3 million, right? 3 million, 79, 652. On multiple targets.
Hey, watch me end this battle.
Watch me in this battle.
Engineer Manda reporting for duty. The machine billowing smoke. That wasn't me.
I'm not sure if Vanny had this gear, but we'll bring Vanny in here.
Disputes and violence should be put in a stew with carrots.
And we'll even give Vanny accuracy, and she doesn't need accuracy at all. We'll give her this accuracy. She doesn't need it. 82, so when we proc that, we'll be at 100%. Okay, same gear with accuracy that Vanny does not need. And no buff, right? Still no buff. That's right. Obviously, we don't need multiple targets. We're only going to hit one. Not only that, Vanny also helps out the rest of your team with their Dauntless with giving them attack increase.
Shall be defeated by a country.
Right here on that ability. And I'm not trying to like, she's the Mandalorian. No way. She's a terrible Mandalorian. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying like, why are electrocutes so weak? Like what's the point and where would we use them? She's in an, they're in an inventor set right now. So they're getting 32% additional damage
Defeated by a country.
most times. We got 4 stacks up. Sometimes we'll be at 3 stacks with 24% additional damage. Yeah, you do need electrocute on Shy to apply.
Defeated by a country.
You do need accuracy, yes. You always need to. Please, old man. What's please, old man? What is that?
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
Really not that good. Well, Burn's only not good because the epic is melee. If that epic wasn't a melee, Aracius that you use, the lizard, if he wasn't melee, Burn would actually be really cool. You'd have this epic that could blow up other burns and it would be sweet to play. But still not really needed though. We have plenty of other heroes and damage dealers that can just tear through content.
You shall be defeated by a
Not needed.
country
I would not play Burns unless I had Karf to only apply AoE, which is remains. But then if you have Varesh, you could just use Varesh to do the same. Plus, I feel like Varesh is more versatile. Varesh will block buffs. He'll remove buffs. He'll heal your teammates. I just don't feel like it's worth it playing Burn heroes. Unless you had the exclusive, right? The exclusive can do crazy damage.
You shall be defeated by a
An old man. I'm not old enough. I don't know about that. How old do we need to be to call ourselves an old man? 70? I guess 70s is an old man. I feel like 70s is really an old timer.
country girl.
And derivative set, focus on accuracy, attack percentage, and alignment. Okay, we'll do that. I've already written down our numbers, what we got with this set, so we'll do it with full on.
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
But I bet it's going to be less damage. Because the crit damages that we saw were 12,000, and the derivative damage we saw was 1,200. So I bet overall, if it is a minor increase, because we're going enlightenment. If we're really going enlightenment rune, enlightenment chest, attack percentage gloves, I don't think it's going to be an increase.
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
Is Vanny, that girl looks like she's doing the same amount of damage as Vanny here, but oh no, she's doing well more than Vanny. So she did 3 million. Well, multi-targets, right? Multiple targets. That's right.
Country girl.
Multiple targets. She was getting electrocuted up on 2 of them, and we were forming that link.
You shall be defeated by a country girl.
So not even 2 million. Vanny's killing it with Toll War though. 2 million? 2-0. Verse 3 dummies. Verse 3 dummies. And it's kind of deceiving here because even though Toll War does put up some mushrooms sometimes, you saw back right? We did 2 runs. Same gear. We did 2 runs, and Vanny and Yagnats killed Tulwar way, way more damage. Like crazy more damage than they were doing. Yagnats did 7.5 million. Vanny did 6 million. Whereas this girl that we just tested only did not even 3 million. So half of Vanny's damage on Tulwar. 70 is not old. I don't know. 70 is not old. I feel like once you hit 70, that's pretty end of days for some. I think 70 is the point to where, you know, if you can feel good and get up and be energetic every day, that's really good. Because I don't think that that's always, you know, a lot of people don't even make it to 70, honestly. You hear people dying all the time, like just from different stuff. They could even be in good health at 40 something, 50s, but 70 is pretty good. If you can be energetic and good at 70, I think you were very lucky. I think you're pretty lucky. And not have a lot of health issues. I think that's pretty good. That's amazing. What did I get this from? I'll take it. Oh, no. I don't need to do the survey. This is the test server. I don't need any of that. Okay. So let's try to increase Manda's damage and see what we can do. Bring her up. But it is pretty wild that we just saw this. So Manda did 3 million damage on these 3 guys. Really, she just took advantage of 2. Vanny did 2 million damage on one of these people, right? 2 million damage here. So Manda did 1 million more than Vanny here. But Vanny did like double her damage against Tulwar. It's pretty weird, wouldn't you say? And it's all because we couldn't create that connection and keep that connection up with the electrocute. You got to have targets up and you got to keep that connection up for it to make a difference. Because if we went down to 1 target with her, with the same gear.
I just heard a phenomenal joke.
What did she say? She just did a phenomenal joke? Because the mushrooms with Tulwar aren't allowing us to keep a connection up. Like, I don't ever see, like, even when we played her, we didn't see the mushrooms really getting electrocuted.
All kinds of stuff, including you. I can fix all kinds of stuff, including you.
Let's see what happens. Malik on Tulwar? Who's that? No, I haven't tested him yet. Is he good there? I haven't seen anybody test him there. I haven't seen anybody pull him out and even do a screenshot of them trying to test him over there. Is he lightning?
All kinds of stuff, including you.
I didn't actually pull him on my account, so I can't remember what he was. Is he lightning though?
I can fix all kinds of stuff, including
Poison tank,
you.
but Tulwar, you get 100% additional damage from lightning. Are you just going to use him as a tank? Just to try to keep himself alive with high resistance against the boss? Oh, yeah, that's right. Where we don't have to worry about the control, right? He can't be controlled. Plus, he does something with the ultimate gauge knockback. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be like really good there as a tank. We can test it out for sure. So she still looks like she's going to do good single target damage too. Hold on 1 minute while this is running. I'll be right back.
Including you.
It still looks like she's going to do way more damage than Vanny. I don't know why Vanny and all of them are popping off then. This is weird. Maybe because we didn't have this accuracy on her?
Fix all kinds of stuff, including you. I can fix all kinds of stuff, including you. I can fix all kinds of stuff, including you. I can fix all kinds of stuff,
Yeah, it's not much less damage than having 2 people with electrocute on. It looks like it's going to be the exact same damage, to be honest with you, even though I can tell the electrocute stacks aren't as often. It doesn't look like, and aren't as... Well, maybe this is better on a single target because these 2 turrets are attacking 1 target with electrocute on.
Including you.
But they don't make it like proc it, additional procs. I could swear she's going to hit the same 3 million. Exactly 3 million. A little bit less. Almost 2,792,673. Verse. Okay, so this is a Vanny, Manda. That makes no sense. So even against single target, she did 700,000 more than Vanny. What's her accuracy at right now? And what kind of accuracy would we need on Toll War? Way more than 126. This is really weird. I don't know. Like, all the new heroes are supposed to be a little bit of a power creep, right? They're all supposed to do a little bit more damage than normal heroes. Sometimes. But 126 is not going to cut it here.
I just heard a phenomenal joke.
She was getting up electrocute, though, with this little bug thing, regardless. Invokes a lightning chain at the carrier's position every 4 seconds, doing 35 attack derivative damage. And up to 4 additional targets. So if we had a lot of the targets with a whole bunch of electrocute on, every 4 seconds, they would each... Say we had 4 targets next to each other, they all had electrocute. Those 4 targets would proc every 4 seconds, but then they'd all be taking damage every 4 seconds. It wouldn't be just like, you know, they'd all bust and they'd all take like 4 times that damage every 4 seconds. So I could see where that would add up to be a lot. But we need a lot of targets that would stay alive for a decent amount of time and for them all to have electrocute up often.
I just heard a phenomenal joke.
Here's another thing with some of our artifacts. Like an epic artifact, we need an epic artifact with attack and accuracy. And then that does something pretty good. We have defense and accuracy, which is great. I use this a lot. We have HP and accuracy. We need more accuracy. We have HP and accuracy again. This HP and accuracy with skill haste is great, but we need some more like crit accuracy, attack percentage accuracy, along with doing something sweet. Because I have, sometimes when I field all 5 of my heroes, I need like 4 or 5 of them with a whole bunch of accuracy. I need a lot of them with accuracy. Now this is interesting, but I don't want to level up a legendary. Oh, this one has attack and accuracy and enlightenment. There it is. It's the rare pipe. But even the rare pipe at max level is giving us 56 accuracy. So we need like a legendary or an epic version of the rare pipe. An epic version giving us attack, accuracy, and then a whole bunch of enlightenment. This would actually work really well on her.
The machine billowing.
This gives her all the stats she needs. But an epic version of it would be pretty sweet. Nice. Lucian, I'd like to pull him on my main account just because he seems like a lot of fun. Low cooldown on that ultimate, charging people, freezing them, recharge speed penalty. Hey, there we go. Exclusive time. Speaking of Thunderbolts, think that's enough. Even still, this isn't going to be enough accuracy to give us... I'm just wondering if her turrets are going to try to apply it on the mushrooms when they come out so we can create a connection. That's all I'm curious to get her accuracy up with. But 56 is not going to cut it. 182. Okay, a turret is not... Is anybody even attacking a mushroom when it comes out?
Heed the truth.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
Yeah, I see this turret over here and it says resisted. Okay, there's one. There's one on the mushroom. So every 4 seconds, boom. But they're just not staying up long enough, you know?
Fix all kinds of stuff.
They're attacking a mushroom over here again. Both the turrets are actually... So the turrets are attacking somebody without an electrocute. That's smart. That's good.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
Okay, I see the connection forming, and I see when Nissa does her ultimate, you see how it like really sparks? That's what I was talking about. When there's two people out with Nissa, the legendary that we have here, doing that vortex, then you really see the derivative damage going on.
Heed the truth.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
I can fix all kinds of stuff, including you. Heed the truth.
Let me write down these numbers so we can see
This
this.
is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
In stacks.
I can fix all kinds of stuff, including you.
But we see a lot of resistance on the mushroom, so we definitely need some more accuracy on her. We're gonna have to re-gear her differently. We'll try it with more of
I am here.
an attack-based, low crit rate, a little more enlightenment, a lot more accuracy.
Heed the truth. I can fix all kinds of stuff,
This is a guardian's duty.
including you.
Worry not.
She's still so low though. Look at the epic. The epic is just now gone over Iola. Her and Iola are battling back and forth for damage.
I can fix all kinds of stuff. Heed the truth, including you.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
I can fix all kinds of stuff, heed the truth.
Here, like say we fought a new Vortex boss or a new daily boss, just like the Vortex boss, and that Vortex boss had two side minions that were pretty close to
I
it.
am here.
And those side minions didn't really die. They stayed up kind of the whole fight, and we could then take advantage of more heroes that do AoE damage. We could bring in Rava to do AoE damage, apply Frost. We could bring in Vedimir to bounce his ball back and forth to get some really good damage. If we had a boss like that, then we could apply Electrocute on all of them. Nissa could put up this little
I am here.
ball,
All kinds of stuff.
and then we could get a whole bunch of derivative damage going on because Electrocute would be on all three every 4 seconds, or when we're forcing that to happen too, because we can force that Electrocute proc. All three would take damage multiple times.
This is a guardian's
So there it could really ramp up. But we just don't have an encounter like that. Okay, 10 stacks. 5.8 million. Yagnat's got 7.5 million. And then this little girl got 3.1 million, where Vanny got 6 million. Okay, let's change some of their gear and see what the hell's going on here. What the hell is going on, man? How can she do so much more damage on the test dummy, but not here? All right, critical damage. First off, we don't need this. We need attack, right? That's going to help us overall. Attack with... We'll still stick with attack. Crit. Nope. This has enlightenment and a lot of attack. Okay, this is a whole bunch of attack. That's good. So we've got accuracy. Now we need to go with attack percentage with crit rate or accuracy, both. No, we don't have that. We need more accuracy. We're gonna have to get away from this critical damage. Crit accuracy. We're going to try this enlightenment set. Enlightenment with ignoring 20% of the target's defense. Hopefully we have enough. That's a lot of accuracy. That's good. This was attack percentage, right? No. But we don't need crit rate. We just need enlightenment or accuracy. Accuracy 21, attack 70. Nice. Wrong set. Accuracy 19, no attack. This is all I have? This is the only attack percentage with accuracy. Come on. Attack with attack. Give me some accuracy. Enlightenment. Enlightenment with some accuracy and attack percentage would be really cool. There's one. And attack. Wow, that's crazy. 3 hits into base attack. There we go, accuracy. I swear her accuracy is still not really high. That's better. 244. And we should be getting 50 from our elemental advantage. Still feel like that's low. Oh, she's got attack percentage. She doesn't have enlightenment chest. She's got attack percentage with attack. That's a lot of attack, though. But we were trying to get a little more accuracy, too.
I just heard a phenomenal joke.
21. 36. Okay, 281 plus 50.
The machine built
And we got an attack lead still of 24 additional attack. See if this makes a difference for her. She was always at 3 million, where Vaney was at 6 million.
I can fix all kinds of stuff. Heed the truth.
You think this is going to increase her damage at all?
Worry not.
What's going on? What did I miss here? Let's see.
Listen well. Cries of pain.
Is the AI just bad at targeting?
I can fix all kinds of stuff, including you. Heed the truth.
This is a guardian.
Turn meter and attack penalty. He should really be good. Okay, we'll put him as the tank instead of Hexandra. Right now, we've been keeping her in because right when she dies is kind of when we look at our damage at 10 stacks. But we can look at 10 stacks either way, even with him as the tank, with Malik. Okay, what is she doing? Her damage is still under, like her damage is well under. Look how bad she's performing now. Her damage is under Nathaniel right now. JR, are you seeing this, man?
It's all kinds of stuff.
Golly. Well, I mean, I kind of assumed this because whenever we looked at her damage on the test dummy, we could see the crit numbers. I mean, she was doing damage and critting quite often. We had 100% chance to crit when the dragon blood went off, and we could see the big 12,000 numbers from her turrets because they get her crit rate as well, her stats, you know. We could see her doing a basic crit. So we got 2 turrets doing auto attacks, her doing auto attack, and they're all critting, doing a lot of damage. The derivative damage wasn't that much. So giving her all this accuracy along with all this enlightenment and all this attack percentage is not doing her any favors. Before, when she was kind of flip-flopping between Iola's damage, like Iola would be above her, then she'd be below, above, and below. Now she's just extremely below.
It's all kinds of stuff.
This is a guardian's duty.
Yeah, but who's she enabling, though? Only person she'd be enabling would be the, what's the name? Pack? Yeah, Perk. Only person she enabled would be Perk if she can get up a whole bunch of electrocutes for Perk to get his overload stuff so he can do his ultimate. Yeah, but other than that, I don't even know. I don't even know if she does that well, though. Is what I'm thinking.
I am here.
Okay, so we know her. So this is not the way. Not the way. She is terrible with this. But let's see if she's getting up a lot of electrocutes. Let's see what happens when we have Perk in here. Just to see. It's the only way we can tell if a lot of electrocutes are even being applied. Because they have a 20% chance only to apply electrocute. The turrets do. And they get a 40% chance once she does her ultimate for a little while. So it's not a huge percentage to apply electrocute. So if we're not concerned with trying to apply electrocute on multiple targets to let electrocute do their thing, if we're just only worried about one legendary, he's the only hero that can actually take advantage of multiple electrocutes being put up. There's no epic to take his place. There's no rare. There's nothing. This is it. Like, you either have this guy for Thunderbolt or just forget about it. He doesn't even need gear. I just need to see stacks. Yeah, just whatever gear. Yeah, we don't care about his damage. We just want to see stacks being applied. Sure, whatever. What are his stacks called? Overload or something? I don't even see any.
Worry not. I am here.
See how terrible she is at applying electrocute? The electrocute was being applied a lot by Nissa, because Nissa's pet will do it immediately and then she'll do it quite often. But look here. He's got 2 overload, 3 overload stacks on before he does his ultimate. That's my other gripe with this was overwhelm. Is that these epics, even an epic, does not apply electrocute very often. And even if it applied it 100% of the time, it's not broken. Like, that would just be, it wouldn't even be good damage then either if they applied it all the time. So she's like at 340 accuracy. But when you've only got a 20% chance to apply something, it's not going to happen that often. Even a 40% chance to apply something, because their attack speed isn't that fast. Look at the turrets. Look how fast the turrets attack. So Perk here actually really sucks because we're not looking at his damage, right? We didn't care what gear. We were just looking at how many stacks he has. He's only got 2 overwhelm stacks on right now. When we tried him on the test server previously, we were getting, I don't know, like 10, trying to get up to 18. Then you can go up to max 20 overwhelm stacks. Yeah, this is sad. It's sad. So she's not even an enabler. That's the point of a dude with Perk who did 25 million with Nissa. And yeah. Right. Perk did like 79% of the damage. It wouldn't matter who you brought in with Nissa. But Nissa's ranged, and she can put up a little bit more because she has that pet than anybody else for his overwhelm. All right, so that is, she's not an enabler. She's not a damage dealer, so she's just not somebody you want to play. We tried her with full-on crit rate, critical damage. Wasn't doing it. We tried her with full-on derivative, enlightenment. Wasn't doing it. We tried her just to enable an exclusive, which not a lot of people are going to have. That wasn't happening. So now
Relinquished my physical body. Glory ceased to be my concern. Only faith remained.
Now, as far as enablers go for the electrocute, yeah, there aren't many. There really aren't many. And because we're facing Toll War, all the rest of them are melee, so that makes it even worse. So if you're trying to play Thunderbolt, this guy is like the best one to apply a whole bunch of electrocutes. He really is, but he's melee, so it's really hard to play against Toll War. This guy's melee, hard to play against Toll War. This guy's melee, not going to happen against Toll War either. So really, you've got this option, and you've got this option to apply electrocute if you have this exclusive to try to get those overwhelm stacks so he can do 80% of your overall damage. Yeah, but save your epic scrolls. Yes, I would not invest into her. And it's so weird that either way we played her, we can only get half the damage that Vanny does on here. But then when we go to the test server, it would appear like she's doing more damage. I don't know. It's really weird that she would do more damage on the test server dummies. I don't get it. I don't get why. If Vanny's doing double the damage of her with the same gear here, and then we take that same gear and we go to a test dummy, how come Vanny's doing 1 million less damage over there? I don't know. That's really weird. Where's Malik at? I think that is very, very strange. Do you want me to scroll him? I don't even think... Do we need him scrolled with what he's going to do? Well, we need to get that decrease attack up. Would be pretty nice. No? Deal damage and heal his hero. Doubled debuff. Oh, yeah, because he's going to gain ultimate here, right? And heal. It's a pretty snazzy tank. So we're not going to worry about also resistance, right?
This body is a prison. It's not me whom you should resent, but your own arrogance and greed.
All right, here's just a normal tank set. It's not high resistance. How many hits does he have on his ultimate? He gets ultimate increase. So we still need accuracy though. We need accuracy to apply the decreased attack if we want to do that. Defense with accuracy, defense with accuracy. This has accuracy, and this one does too. Yeah, he's over 306, so he's good with doing his decreased attack. Shaking? Yeah, it's crazy, right? We don't need to use Hourglass on him. He's going to get an attack. He's going to get a turn meter increase. When inflicted with control or ultimate down. Oh, yeah, control. Gain 15% ultimate energy and heal the hero. So he's going to get this quite a bit. Well, even though he gets a 15% ultimate increase, that doesn't mean that he's still going to be provoked, though. Okay, let's see how it works. Let's at least run him and see what happens. See, these overwhelm stacks are going up only because Nissa has that little orb that is trying to apply electrocute over and over. And whenever you apply electrocute, it gives him an overwhelm stack. So it's currently the best way to do ranged to give him overwhelm stacks. Since we can't use the lizard, which is melee.
Heed the truth.
The wrath of order. This is a distributor.
Well, he just did an AoE decrease attack, right? I see the decrease attack up.
Listen well. Cries of pain.
Or was that from... Decrease attack from... Actually, we don't need it. We have decrease attack already with Iola. We don't need it from our tank. And for some reason, I keep seeing the boss resist, even though he's got over 300 accuracy for our tank. Malik does. I saw his ultimate gauge jump up for Malik. Why is he being resisted? Oh, does he have decreased accuracy on? That's why. Yeah, he's got decreased accuracy of 50%. But this isn't good also with Malik because if we're not going to run 100%... If we're not going to run high resistance, right now he's got 6% damage mitigation. With the debuffs up on Malik, he's got this damage mitigation on him. See Malik's heals? It's only 25,000 heals, so it's not a lot. I mean, it's okay. It's healing, right? It's self-healing. It's supposed to be, what, 15% it said? Or 25%?
This is a guardian's duty. Escape is futile.
But we definitely don't want him to have these 3 stacks of 6% damage reduction all the time. Because it's kind of a DPS race. Eventually, this guy's going to be up to 11 stacks, 12 stacks. He'll kill Malik no matter what. Oh, I saw 12 overwhelm stacks up on perk. That's pretty good. With Nissa. He's only got 7 right now, and he's about to do his ultimate. He needs to get more. Here we go. Maybe we'll get more from this. Only 9. Only 9 stacks for that ultimate there. Still, 200,000 twice is pretty sweet. Malik is looking pretty tanky though. He's I guess he's doing pretty good healing now. Look, he's at 145,000. And yeah, he's almost caught up to the healing that our boy here has done, but the regen that Nathaniel's applying really isn't healing anybody much. I think Malik is really tanking it out here. Really well. But, I mean, Hexandra got to 10 stacks and died every time. This guy's at 11. Furbath can get to the same amount, 11 stacks, 12 stacks. So I mean, it's not like he's a god tier tank. He's not scrolled, no. But still, Furbath, I feel like, can do the same. Yeah. Furbath can do the same thing. Your tank can only last so long, to be honest. And you might as well just put them in high resistance because then you're going to get more damage done. You need one tank. Yeah, you could use him in different areas, right? You could use Furbath and then use him as well. But I don't know. Should you go high resistance with him, though? When inflicted with control or ultimate down, gain 15 ultimate energy. Also, if the hero fails to resist control or ultimate down, there's an extra 40% chance to nullify this effect. 40% chance to nullify the effect, huh? So what happens if we do go high resistance with him? Because we don't need the decrease accuracy. What other debuff was he doing? That's it, right? He wasn't knocking him down. Their ultimate, he's getting an ultimate increase. He heals himself here. And wasn't this guy doing a heal block? Was he doing... Accuracy penalty. He wasn't doing heal block, right? Just poison. Poison, accuracy, and decreased attack penalty. So we weren't being stopped from healing.
I send you servers to their deaths.
Is all that you believe.
Engaging in taboos comes at a price.
Will he still get this healing in the ultimate increase though? Let's find out. Let's see how he does. $370 resistance. Yeah, he still gets it. It said ultimate up. Even though he resisted it, he still gets the ultimate increase.
This is a guardian's duty. Escape is futile.
Ultimate energy up again. Can we make him be a damage dealer here? Like more of a damage? Can we go like more HP with him? And not worry about resist defense as much? Go higher HP to get some more damage out of him?
This is a guardian's duty.
I don't know. To me, it's a tank here, right? A tank is a tank here unless that tank can knock back, can slow the boss with slow speed or knock back the ultimate gauge. Because we've got what's required to decrease attack and do damage and to help the tank out. And we're just going to put them in high resistance. Oh, we don't have any gear on perk. We're not trying to look at perks gear. We just threw on anything. We weren't trying to. We were just trying to see how many stacks of this overwhelm we could get with different heroes. As far as damage goes with him, I just threw on. He's at 30% chance to. Yeah, we didn't put on any gear on him. We weren't trying to get damage out of him. I mean, he can do damage. He can do 22 million with just this crap gear that was random. He's got 32%. He's an exclusive, guys. All the exclusives do ridiculous damage, like stupid damage. All of them. If we put real gear on him, he's gonna blow stuff away, like without question. Without question, it's gonna be bonkers. We were just looking at the tank, and we were looking at people that could give him overwhelm stacks. Like right now, he's at 4 overwhelm stacks. We weren't looking at what damage he could do. But the damage was nice. Yeah. He, of course, he's an exclusive. All exclusives do crazy single target and crazy AoE damage. All of them, without question. Oh yeah, his exclusive artifact's not on. You don't have to worry about it. Just whatever gear you got, slap it on there. Get somebody to get up some electrocute stacks all the time, so his overwhelm stacks can go up higher, and you're fine. And you got it. You got it easy. Cheat code. He's gonna do so much damage. No issues. But we might be able to get more damage out of our tank, but it doesn't. I mean, he's not really doing damage though. Even he's in full defense, but yeah, he's not doing damage. For someone, somebody who can do multi. Are you using Witch's Remains? I mean, it's fine. I'm not trying to see if we can do 22 million. I was just trying to see how the tank functions, and we were looking at a few other things because somebody wanted me to try Malik. So there's really no reason to run this the whole time. We know Malik's going to survive. We know 22 million is going to happen. I mean, easy. It's a tank, right? A tank is a tank. He's pretty cool with the control, but we've got high resistance, so it doesn't matter too much. He's giving himself some healing, but the boss will get up to 12 stacks regardless, and Malik in any tank is going to die, so it doesn't really matter. What, oh, you only have Manda to go with you. Do you have perk? Or do you only have those two? Well, then you're gonna use the rare Dauntless then. You're not gonna worry about using electrocute and Thunderbolt. They're not good anyways, unless you have this guy. You don't even want to play electrocute Thunderbolt unless you have him. If you don't have him, then don't even worry about it, man. Do not level these guys up. Don't level up this one. Don't level up. There's very few left, so don't level up any of them. You have this guy scrolled? Yeah. Then you level up Manda, level up whoever else you want. Garrett? No, Garrett's going to get provoked by the mushrooms the whole entire time, pretty much. Garrett will not work here. Iola, that's what it was. You were asking about somebody to swap Iola out with. She does 3 hits on her ultimate, so it's really good with Witch's Remains. If you're going to play Witch's Remains, I would find somebody that can do... She does decrease attack too, so... But if you can... Yagnats can do it. He can do 3 attacks on his ultimate. You could apply it with... You could do multiple hits with Nimbus on his ultimate. So there's some other people you could put it on. If you wanted to kind of do a damage dealer along with Witch's Remains instead of Iola. I still think you can get pretty far to 10 stacks or so without it, depending on what kind of healing and tank you have. Yeah. What about Nimbus here? Yeah, we were playing Nimbus. Any of them like that. I mean, obviously, if we can play Yagnats and Vanny here, then you can play Nimbus here. Nimbus is ranged, and he is part of Dauntless, which will go well with either one of these two. Especially with Nathaniel right here giving him buffs all the time. Nathaniel giving buffs and buffs is going to increase his attack speed over and over and over. Nathaniel does buffs on his battle skill and his ultimate, so Nimbus pretty much will have that increased attack speed on 24/7. Yeah. Because they're ranged, right? Any kind of range here. You bring in melee, they just get jacked up. You can't bring melee. It'd be nice to be able to bring this guy in, but nope. Sutha, nope. This guy, sure. Thar, you can bring Thar in for days. Avelius. You could use him if you wanted to for decreased attack. And to drop the ultimate sometimes with that battle skill. Not too often. Or it's a little bit.
Don't underestimate the strength.
If you needed to bring in decreased attack, you could bring in Arena here. Sure. Kind of limited though, right? Try it with who? No tank. No healer, you mean? I mean, we're gonna need a high resistance tank healer at least over here. You can't have this guy come into anywhere near your people and provoke them with those mushrooms. Otherwise, they won't do damage. So if you wanted to do that, you could bring in Vanny.
Watch me end this battle.
Try Nimbus, Vanny, Nathaniel. Oh, no Iola. So you want to go this with Nathaniel?
My light illuminates the darkness.
So no decrease attack. Okay. Let's put this in here with these. Let's take away her. We'll keep these guys geared the way they are. We'll put Nimbus with... I don't know. Nimbus should be pulling out some serious damage, but we'll put... It'd be kind of good to put Nimbus with better gear and then have Yagnats do decrease. Maybe. What kind of gear set do we have with accuracy on it? What gives us speed? What set gives us attack speed? It's gonna be the gambler set. What gambler set is that? Okay. Let's find this guy some gear really quick. Wow. Accuracy 25, 7 crit. I can't get any accuracy crit.
The roar of thunder is unmatched in might. The roar.
Isn't Yagnats quicker though? Yeah, we should put it on Yagnats. That's what I'm saying. Yagnats 2 is on a 15-second cooldown. So we should put Witches Remain on Yagnats.
What? Did I say something wrong again?
Oh man, we took his gear. Okay, let's change it up. Let's change it up.
Don't wait up. I can fly.
Okay. 105 to crit. We need to get rid of this accuracy.
The roar of thunder.
Let's get him some additional attack speed with... Let's give him critical damage gloves because we're getting 20% additional crit rate here. 70% chance. All right, he's going to be at 99% chance to crit. He's in an inventor's set. Now we go over here to Yagnats, and we'll give Yagnats,
Your smile is as fresh as
since he does 3 hits on his ultimate, and his ultimate's fast. That's the only attack with accuracy? We'll just slap this gambler set on him. It'd be better with an inventor set, but all right, most accuracy is 27. Man, these pieces are pretty nice. 28. 60. Okay, I'll just take it. Okay, he's gonna have no issue applying that. He's got 374 accuracy plus 50.
Don't wait up. I can
Let me go critical damage. That's too much skill haste. 87. He's already up to 87 now with critical damage. Wow. Okay.
Some say I'm unworldly.
All right, what do we have on Vandy? She can only do damage on her battle skill? Yeah, battle skill. Or should we give her more... what do we have on Vandy before? Did we have something to give her attack speed? I think we might have had the blood. We did. We had the...
Should be put in a steel.
We had that on Vandy instead. We had this on her to give her attack speed with her... I don't know how often she's going to take advantage of that. Down by 6.
Some say I'm unworldly. So here we go. Travel the world.
Oh well, let's keep her. I'm not too worried about it. She doesn't need optimal gear anyways that we might not have. Okay, so we've got no... What did we take out? We take out decreased attack. And we took out... We're still getting Witch's Remains up though on 3 hits. And we're getting Witch's Remains up more often too because it's on a 16-second cooldown. I think like a 15-6 cooldown. So Witch's Remains is going to be up quite a bit. Which is nice.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
Since we're trying to DPS race here, we're not doing decreased attack. Hopefully we can make it to 10 we should make it to 10 stacks again. At least 9 stacks of his increased damage. Nimbus looks so funny. When he gets that attack speed increase, which he has it on all the time now because Nathaniel's here giving us buffs. He just looks so weird. He's putting in work.
This is a guardian's duty.
Worry not. I am here.
Defeated by country girl.
Okay, so we could do better gear on Vanny. We know that. At least a little bit because she's kind of low for crit rate.
Guardian's duty.
And Yagnats isn't going to do as much, of course, because he's got a lot of accuracy with Witch's Remains on.
I am here.
11 million easy. But we're not going to make 22. 22 million, we'd have to go up to like 13 stacks, and we're not going to make that. Impossible. Impossible. So we could get 11. And really, a lot of people just need 11 anyways because you're going to do 40 summons. If you're going to do 40 summons instead of like 30 summons, then you just got to get 11 on everyone. You don't got to worry about 24. I got 11 on my last one. What's up, Demon? Stu's beard twin, brother. This is Steve. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. At least somebody enjoys the beard. My wife can't stand it, but I don't feel like this is a beard yet. You got to really grow a beard out, and then you got to shape it. Like, trim it and shape it before you can even... Like, this is the in-between stage, you know? Your wife also likes you clean-shaved? Yeah, my wife likes me clean-shaved. Like, really. She cannot stand hair on me. Why were you using Iola? Iola will give us 3 hits for decreased attack. She'll give decreased attack, plus she'll put up Witch's Remains, which is really nice. But 15 million, I think, is pretty good. If we had a stronger tank, which we can bring in a stronger tank, we can maybe last another round, but still, it's not going to be bringing us 22 million. We've got really good gear on him. I mean, really good gear on her too. It's not like, look, when you do 2 and 2, this is the perfect roll. If you have two critical damage on your main account right now, that's like the perfect thing you can do. Because here's 1 with 2. I mean, this is still really good. Even if you have 2 hits into crit and 2 hits into attack percentage, that's still a perfect roll to get you more damage. This has 4 hits into attack. Even though she's only at 80% chance to crit right now, she's got exceptional gear. So we did really well with you know, kind of overdoing it a bit for gear that you guys might not have. We've got additional healing on her, and then we could just bring in another tank to last a little bit longer, but I don't think 22 million is going to pop out unless you bring in a legendary Tharvel. If you had him, if we had what kind of tank? This legendary tank? I don't think he's going to last much longer. Longer, yes, but I don't think much longer. Let's see what Malik can do. What's going on? Yeah, Angel, how you doing today, my man? Hope you're doing well. Cheapdivorcelawyers.org. Come on now, we're not trying to get a divorce. Rex, how you doing today? We've been on for 2 hours and 43 minutes. We've done quite a bit of testing. Then we started looking at Thunderbolt. We did some Fae because of the new update with us being able to do 10 times speed on Fae and then also on Pillars. So we were playing around with that. And then we came over here and we weren't really trying to beat Tolwar. We really weren't trying to do damage on Tolwar. What we were trying to see is that Nissa, we had Hellspawner pull Nissa out of his 40 summons, which we did on stream. And so we wanted to come over here and test out Nissa again and see what kind of damage she could do, which really we didn't do her justice. We kind of got off track. We did Manda, the epic that does electrocute, and then we focused on Manda more than we did Nissa. We didn't even really try to take Nissa into different gear specs. We'll have to do that tomorrow. We took Nissa and we gave her a whole bunch of attack and crit rate and critical damage, but we didn't try to do anything else with her. Yeah. Right? We didn't really try to, we were doing Manda versus Vanny the whole time. That epic versus Vanny, the rare Dauntless, we were doing those two against each other because Vanny was just killing her as far as damage goes here against Tolwar. But then Manda was doing more damage on the test dummy, so it was really weird. You're trying to forget that failure? Hey, man, you got a legendary. At least you got her kind of early, so you're not... How many are you away from the pity? I think you're at least 20 into the pity, aren't you? You just pulled Malik? Yeah, you could definitely use him as a tank, for sure. I mean, he seems like he's pretty sweet. I didn't pull him on my main, but we can play him right here. And then you can use Furbath as another tank on the other boss. You're 10 away? Okay, that's not bad. Work with him, decrease attack. Artifact with it. The legendary artifact would decrease attack. Could. But you already, doesn't he? Who's the guy that zones in and does decreased attack to the highest person anyways? This isn't him, is it? 13 million. This is pretty similar, and he looks like he's getting just as low as... I think he'll last one more round, or maybe if we get lucky, 2 rounds over Hexandra. But remember, we don't have decreased attack, although he does apply decreased attack, so we should have... We actually, in this instance, we should have Malik with accuracy, so we can apply decreased attack on the boss. But then we would be getting a lot of debuffs up, and the boss would be negating like 6% damage pretty often. But somebody asked us to take out that decreased attack, Iola, and put in just all damage. And try to see how much damage we could get quickly. So that's why we're doing it this way. You got it when you had 25 dice left? Oh, when you had 25 left? Okay, then you're only 10 away. Yeah, same kind of stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. We've been on for almost 3 hours. Thanks so much for joining me today. I came on a little bit late. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. My wife's not off of work, so I'll be here. She's off Sunday, so I'll probably won't be on Sunday. Well, tomorrow, though, we really need to see what we can do with her, Hellspawner. We need to see what we can do with this lady here, because we really didn't focus on her. Not necessarily against Tolwar, just in general. We need to take her into the Harpy. I don't know. And see what we can do to increase her damage. Not really focus on anybody else's damage, just her damage. What gear set's going to work best with her? What's going to make her do more damage? And then we can bring in Manda to apply more electrocutes just to see if we can increase Nissa's damage. Nothing to do with Manda. Just to see after we do find out what's the best way to gear her, like where we're getting the most damage. After we find that out, then we bring in somebody else that applies electrocutes also against the Harpy with the orbs that the Harpy has, and see if it really increases her damage or not. And just see if she could be viable somewhere. She is a legendary, right? Without bringing in the exclusive, right? Because honestly, all that people are using her for right now is just to try to get his overwhelm stacks up, which means that it's all about this little thing right here, applying electrocute over and over just to get his overwhelm stacks up so he can do damage. Which is pretty sad, right? That it's pretty sad when...
I just heard a phenomenal joke.
Where are they at? Thunderbolt. Pretty sad when this epic isn't good for anything. This epic wouldn't be good for anything either because he doesn't apply it that often as well, and he's melee, which you know melee sucks. This guy's melee too, and he's a rare and still doesn't apply electrocute that often. We could play this guy with her. Now this guy with her, he puts up a crazy amount of electrocutes and does do a lot of good damage. So with her, if you had him, which sucks, it's another legendary, we get a lot of electrocutes out on a lot of enemies, and then she can do this Nexus, and we can see if her damage ramps up. We'll have to test it out. We'll see. Yeah, she does. Right, she does. Because on her own, for some reason, she won't apply a lot of she'll only do electrocute to one target. Like this stays on that one target, and then this ability here, she just does it to that one target. So if we put 5 targets on the test dummy, she will only apply electrocute to one the whole entire time, from what I remember. But we'll try it tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, your night, your evening, morning, whatever you're at. Because in season 1 month in, I haven't even pulled Adolphus and Garius. You don't have Adolphus or Garius yet? That was season 1. You've got it now. We were pulling a whole bunch of cool epic heroes, even like Furbath and stuff when you did those. But you still don't have Adolphus or Garius right now? Man, those are the 2 most used guys. Rocket, thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. They're the really 2 most used in season 2 by far. I would say that Adolphus along with Garius are pretty much... Both are like legendaries for sure. All right, guys. See ya. Talk to you soon.